Welcome to Hot Takes. Kieran is currently dying, but I don't care. Let's go with the intro. This is the show where we take your opinions and we criticise them because we love it, because you love it, and he loves it.
My body hurts.
Let's go. Our first hot take comes from Ajit Mato, brother of Stubb, and he says, caught me off guard there.
Manchester City will win nothing this season. They got lucky last year. James, go ahead.
Stupid opinion, as you expect. Centurions, we've got records. Like, how can you say we're lucky? Like, do you watch football? Do you understand the premise of football? Do you know how it works? Do you know the point system? Do you know, understand what looks good when it comes to football? You, sir, are an idiot. You have a great name, though. I will give you that. You have a great name. But 100 points in the Premier League. Never been done before. Never been done before, okay? So if we're lucky, everybody else has been unlucky. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say, because I don't know where I was going with that.
We're going to win like at least one this year. Nearly said everything, but not going to get ahead of myself.
Already got one. Low. You know, we don't. Most people write off, but I was there. Oh. Were you there?
Was I there?
I was there with his brother.
Was there.
You were there? Oh, yeah.
I missed the second goal, having a pint. We all did, didn't we?
We all did. Oh yeah, my girlfriend was there. You met my girlfriend.
I did.
That was nice.
It was a lovely afternoon.
Back to the points, Ajit.
We were not lucky.
No.
We were just far better than any other team in the entire world, mainly in the Premier League, because that's all I had.
I'm angry!
James is really angry at you. So, why don't you just off? Thanks for sending in the tweet.
Yeah, thanks for the title.
Our next tweet comes from Eduardo, and he said, Ligue 1, greater than symbol, the Bundesliga.
No.
No?
No.
Shall I tell you why?
Yes.
I've written it down. Bundesliga teams are just better than Ligue 1.
Yes.
All right? Do I have stats to back up? Sort of, not really, but just take my word for it. I'm a trustworthy man. We're going to base it on entertainment value. I'm not going to compare the teams because it's boring. Let's find out how many goals were in both the leagues last year, because goals are fun. 855 goals were scored in the Bundesliga last year. How many were scored in Ligue 1?
Quiz. 629.
Wrong, 1,033.
Oh.
So at the moment, Ligue 1 winning. More entertaining than the Bundesliga. Then we must see competitiveness. Bayern have won the last 6 Bundesligas.
Boring.
PSG have won 5 of the last 6 Ligue 1s.
Nearly as boring.
What do you think about Germany and France in general?
I think the quality of the Liga is catching up to Bundesliga. Of the Liga.
You said La Liga twice now, you mean Liga.
Yeah. Bundesliga has always outshone La Liga. I've said it again. Bundesliga has always outshadowed Ligue 1. What am I trying to say?
Outshone.
Outshone. Yeah.
It's better. It's better.
It's better.
This is a shambles.
You've ruined me here. I'm trying to say stuff, but the words are just vomiting out my mouth. I don't know what's happening. Right, basically, Bundesliga was good, okay? It's slowly slipping. The second tier teams are better than the second tier teams in Liga, but Liga is catching up quite dramatically. Lyon smashed us in Champions League.
Oh, rifled
quite an
us
enjoyable
straight
team.
down the middle.
Yeah, trifle rifle, bang. PSG, a very entertaining team to watch. Bayern Munich, not so much, but they get the job done. I think you're wrong, but you will soon be right.
Right, the next tweet, because we're taking a while now. I just want to get this done. What are you going to do?
I was going to read it out. David, David, whatever your handle is, welcome to the show. Your tweet is, Aguero is the best Premier League striker of all time, comma, capital. Why have you done a capital? Don't at me. Go, Kieran.
Oh, it's me. It's my time. 147 goals in 212 Premier League games. Wow.
Wow.
That's really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Almost
he's got
the best.
Recently signed an extension to his contract, so he's here till at least 2021. Which, and I did some maths, gotta be a maths GCSE.
Nice.
He averages about 24 goals a season.
Good.
So, if you do the maths, times that by 3, he's going to reach about second in the all-time Premier League goal scorer list, only behind Alan Shearer on 260. So, the real question is, who would you rather have, Alan Shearer or Aguero?
I don't think there's any contest really. Aguero has been injured more consistently, if that makes sense, than Alan Shearer. He spent longer in the Premier League than this little geezer. Hopefully the pictures are there, otherwise I look like an idiot. But Aguero does more than Alan Shearer did. How about that? Eat it. We're not actually saying anything in this, are we?
No, that's the point. On September the 23rd, Noah Killey tweeted at James, me, and the Football Daily account, which at this moment in time is currently suspended, not entirely sure why. PSG will never win the Champions League.
Preposterous. I think that no one can predict the future, obviously.
No.
What's the point in this football channel? That's what we do. But, I mean, they've gone out in the last, 3 seasons to very difficult teams. Probably the teams that will usually go on to win it. Apart from Real Madrid have won it the last, 4?
3.
3, something like that.
See, I do know football.
4 in the last 5 years, I believe. That's right. I think I'm right, probably wrong. But they've always gone out to hard teams. They've done well in the group stages. Obviously this season, pitiful performance against Liverpool. But I think this comes down to the league that they're playing in compared to the other teams. They have less higher tier opponents to play week in, week out. It's harder for them, I think, to raise their game mentally when you're not having to week in, week out, if that makes sense. Premier League is obviously a difficult competition, hence Liverpool's performance against them, why they were so drastically different. Liverpool weren't even that good. They were not that good, yet they still outperformed them in every way. I would say actually their defence was worse, Liverpool's, but to say they will never win the Champions League, they've got a ton of money, like City. I mean, you never know how far they're going to get. We got to the semis last year, could have got through. I know he's gone off. I'm actually being serious on this one, so that's quite entertaining, isn't it? We're all having fun. But they've got a lot of money, so probably will win it in the next 5 years. Got an opinion?
PSG.
We differ.
Tjorborn Starlinson said, Ronaldo makes Juve worse, fire emoji. James?
No.
The next one is from our very own Zach Jalab, best friend and housemate to me, not to James. We don't all live in the same house here. He atted George and said George Wright would actually win the Football Daily Hunger Games.
This is a thing we do annually. This is how you get hired and fired.
Yeah, you don't actually get fired, you get full-on murdered.
George Wright
someone in
is a
the team.
toothpick of a human being and would get eaten alive by Zach himself. So this is a stupid opinion.
Who do you think would win?
I think I've got quite good survival skills. With my clothes I have, I could find something to blend into the wilderness quite well. I think I'm quite fast. I can climb trees extremely well for a tall person, which is rather bizarre. So I think I put myself in contention.
Ooh, it depends on the arena. If
Yeah,
it's built
that's
up,
true.
scaled cityscape, I'm your guy, all right? I can get in a crevice, I can scale a wall like a bitch. If it's, grassland, I'm tripping over at the beginning and someone's coming up killing me straight away.
Woodlands.
I'm so at that point. I would die of starvation before
How's your
starting.
aim? I mean, I've been in scouts
I'm quite
for
good
a long
because
time, so
about-
archery. Perfect, mate.
my head's pretty good because for the past 3 houses I've lived in, most of the time the toilet seat is broken and you can't put it up. So
I mean, we're not hopefully
I just-
pissing on each other. We're
Yeah,
hopefully
but if I've
killing-
got good aim,
I'd rather
that's the
die
only
than
thing I
get
can
pissed
base
on,
my
you know
aim
what
on.
I mean?
I've never shot a gun.
Well, you're
I reckon my head would go and I would take my own life.
But George would definitely not win it. No way. Zach would probably win
George
it.
wouldn't win it.
He'd take a few arrows and then just pummel people with his bare hands.
George would succumb to the light.
George burns these lights give George a suntan. Ridiculous.
So, no, Zach, no.
No. Moron. as usual.
Right. That's the end of Hot Takes. What an episode. Well done, James.
Thank you. Thank
Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed this Hot Take. Some people asked for us again to come on, so we did come on again because you own us.
It's your own fault.
We are nothing without you.
Your own to blame.
All right, nothing. If you want to check other stuff out, click on the channel name just below us right now. We've got lots of great content like...
Stat Wars, that's on a different channel. Go watch Eurofootball Daily as well. And FUFC, lots of fun things happening there. I have a vlog coming out. Ooh.